one point I'll just add on. This is possible only if you look at school as an institution which is a part of a society. A visit to an orphanage, a visit to an old age home, things like these have a latent impact on the student psychology. But coming towards the skills which are required, as just now we have seen the presentation. If you look at the next type of jobs, I think information sciences, utilization of data, this is something which we as teachers have to inculcate in our students if we want them to get ready for the uncertainties of the future. The child should be able to understand how to utilize, how to evaluate, how to organize information, and how he can take certain decisions. And this is not a separate subject to be taught. Even our examination patterns जो होते हैं, उनमें the style of asking questions should be included in this particular manner. So allowing the students to use data is some skill which I think all of us have to inculcate in our students. The second skill, the second set of skill which I personally feel which has to be there is the ability of a child to unlearn something and relearn things which are relatively important in the present day context. उर्दू में कहावत है ना, लकीर के फकीर बन के नहीं रहना है. Something which we have learned and we won't go away from it, we won't deviate from it. We have to have that, we have to tell the students to unlearn few things and learn what is there. Or because the sir said like the moderator of the session has commanded that we have 3 skills which have to be told. I would finish with the third skill. The third skill, dear friends, I feel is he should help the child to understand and inculcate in them situational behavior. At times you have to put your ego down. At times you have to consider, you have to have an empathy. You have to understand the complexities of the situation. Only then he or she can prosper as an individual. So I have 3 points. The first thing, the skill which a student should have is to have the ability to utilize the data, because that is where you will have your algorithm something and something. I don't know, we as teachers, ये नए लोग कॉर्पोरेट के लोग बहुत अच्छे टर्मिनोलॉजीज लगाते हैं. I think अगर वो स्लाइड आप बता सकें भाई, if you can show that slide, because those the last slide, cyberspace tracker something was there. You know, very fancy names. हम लोग सुबह से शाम तक pollination and cross pollination, self pollination में खुश होते हैं. यहाँ पे देखिए, we have got the jobs of the future already articulated. The last one, the jobs of the future. तो इससे पता चल जाएगा the future, data detective, cyber calamity forecaster, and what algorithm bias auditor. ये सारी चीज़ों के लिए बच्चों को information, utilizing the information, evaluating it, organizing it, and using it to make certain decisions. ये skill ये देखिए अभी डिजाइन किया है कि information यूज करना, information literacy शायद उसको कहते हैं. Information literacy is something which we have to have. The second thing which I said is, which I personally feel, is to inculcate in students the skill of unlearning something and relearning things which are relevant. And the third, last point which I said was, the students should be made to understand that this situation requires you to behave in this manner. वो वाला skill is what I personally feel. Thank you so much.
I give you more fancy words, cyberpolicing. Yeah.
Awesome. So I let Haris